Welcome. You have summoned the Phoenix Gate, or it has summoned you. This gate appears when you are closer to a life shift than you realize, and your resistance is the only thing slowing it down. I am the Golden Rose, High Priestess and Psychopomp with you through this liminal space. This reading is about where you take your life back. So if you are ready, the crossing begins. What is the current state of my viewer? Energetic state. Cycle, belief, or dynamic is currently shaping their reality. Morgan, righteous anger, and Medusa, protection. These are incredibly powerful goddesses. Um, coming out right at the beginning. Medusa is the archetype of the victim, right? So she was the priestess. She served in the temple and was violated while she was serving the goddess. And the goddess, instead of getting upset about her being violated, punished her instead, right? So Medusa encapsulates the the persecution of the victim. And that is where the Morgan steps in. Medusa is the talisman of protection. The Morgan is righteous anger. So I view Medusa as the internal in this reading and the Morgan as the outward expression of it, right? So there is a lot of heaviness. And whoever this reading is for, I send you so much love. I can't even imagine what you must be going through to have these two come out right at the beginning of the reading. Um, I send you love. Where has my viewer surrendered their power in this situation? No, no. My dog is restless because there was activity outside, loud noises, makes her nervous. She gets nervous. Buttons to communicate needs, and she doesn't have a button for the needs that she is trying to communicate. That may be symbolic for you. You may have a need inside from this that you are really, really struggling to express, and that may be where the anger is. The lack of words or a way to express what you are going through. And so the only thing left is the frustration and the anger of not being able to. And maybe part of it. Where is my viewer surrendered their power? Mystery. The path ahead may feel unclear, but your intuition is lighting the way. Trust the unknown and allow it to guide you. Hidden truths will reveal themselves in time. Stay present and connect to your inner wisdom. That is a very difficult thing to do if you are currently living with recent trauma. That can be very terrifying. If you are in a situation where you need support, there are community resources available, and I highly recommend that you use them. I am a trauma survivor. I used them. If I hadn't used them, I probably wouldn't be here today. I really feel very strongly that this is meant for me, that it may be the community that has made me feel this way. What illusion? But there's unknown. There's the uncertainty of what is coming next, right? And if your world has been totally rocked like this and just leveled, that can be almost insurmountable. I'm not even going to pretend that this doesn't feel impossible to you right now. You are in deep trauma. It may be almost intolerable to even be in your own body. So thinking about the future and what's ahead might not even be on your radar right now because you're probably spending a lot of time fixating on what happened to get you here. Also, probably not your present. Maybe too much. What illusion do you think my viewer compliant to this state? Resilient. Challenges may have left you feeling weary, but your strength is unwavering. This is the final push before reaching your goal. Stay determined and trust in your ability to overcome. Victory is closer than you think. The illusion that is keeping you compliant is that you need to carry this alone, that you need to carry it in secret or silence or quietly. All of those wands are a heavy, heavy burden. And it may be the final push, but you feel like you are taking it on alone. And there's no sense of what's coming next. Um, if you are in the United States and in need of support, the number is 988. Call it anytime. You can even text them. There's somebody there always available to talk. If that is something you are sitting in the middle of, you are not alone. What truth is my viewer ready to live? Who came out? What tensions and competition? Oh, I can't read it from that angle, so I have to look at it. Tensions and competition are arising in your environment. While conflict may feel unsettling, it also inspires growth. Focus on collaboration, finding help, finding common ground. With clarity and purpose, you can turn challenges into progress. You're ready to admit that you're in a state of conflict. You're ready to admit to the conflict, and you are ready to admit to the deception. These are the truths you're ready to live in, that these are occurring. Be mindful of dishonesty, whether from others or yourself. Don't lie to yourself about what is happening to you. Your body keeps score. Clarity and integrity will lead you to better outcomes. Avoid shortcuts and trust in truth as the foundation. I'm having a hard time finding the words to speak to this that will not prevent this video from going out. I almost feel like I have probably already said things that are going to get this video challenged. This is somebody going through something really, really intense, and I don't even want to minimize it. I don't want to give it, like, the words seem shallow. Cold chill all over. Okay. Harley, that is a no. My dog is having a really, really hard time reading this reading. So I'm going to push forward. I just know that the words are failing, but I know that you can see it in the cards. You see your story. You know what your story is. You don't you don't need me to put shallow, superficial words to something that they can't even touch for how deeply it is impacting you. So I won't try to diminish what you are going through by giving it safe language. What boundary must be established? 3 almost demanded to come out. Usually I only take one card per question, but with this reading, I'm going to take whatever wants to come out and speak to you. The first one that came out was restriction. You may feel trapped by limiting beliefs or external circumstances. The way forward lies in shifting your perspective. Trust in your strength, break free, and move toward empowerment. Departure. It's time to leave behind what no longer serves you. This decision may feel difficult, but it leads to growth and fulfillment. Trust in your inner call to seek a deeper purpose and let go of the past. One more. Transformation. Thank goodness. Like, I almost can't. Anybody watching this knows what these cards are saying. What is being expressed here. I am really, really happy to see transformation come out. An ending is clearing the way for renewal. Though change may feel challenging, again, using small words, it is a necessary step towards growth. Embrace the transformation and trust in the promise of new beginnings. Let go to make space for what's coming. You are unsafe. There are resources. There are safe places to go. There are people who will help you. Any reason that you are giving yourself to stay is untrue. I can relate because I lived it, and that I am still standing here in my own is a miracle. And I almost waited too long. I have long term permanent physical damage and bleeding in my brain, cavernoma in my brain. because of the trauma. Don't wake up. Don't wake up. Stay intentional. Try to convince you through fear and intimidation that you cannot, will not survive without them. Every single voice in your head right now that is telling you that you shouldn't, or even that they might find you, isn't true. Because there are safety measures that can't be put in place around you. And I know that there are lots of gaps in those services, but when you utilize them all, those gaps are smaller. And there are people outside of those systems around you that will help you also. You have to speak up to somebody, you have to find help. Not that the threshold is taken with you. You have felt what was ending and what truth has to be faced. Change often carries grief alongside liberation. Before we take flight from here, take one audible, slow. Scream. Now, reveal the wings you are forming. What decision was your authority? These are the actions. We know what the decision is behind them. We're going to ask if there's a subtle one that comes first. Decide that you deserve happiness. You are worth happiness. And that it is in your cards and fate to have happiness. A single action will prove and show us signs why you were there crossing into their own space and heading towards safety. I don't take reversals because I know that every card has polarity, and I know that all it takes is one small decision for a polarity on a card to show up in any situation. So when I ask the question, what decision restores your authority, and I see the cards unique and delay cannot, what I see is that there will not be a delay like this is one that would have been in reverse. Right now it feels like things are delayed, but you will step into your own expression. You will begin finding your own identity. And I know that that can seem difficult right now because everything's shrouded in mystery. And you may be so wrapped up But when you start feeling that come in, when you start feeling your uniqueness back, and you feel the delays and the denial lift, you'll know you're free. What internal or external support is available to my viewer? You need to grab a different deck. It required standing up. So I didn't reach straight across the gap. What internal or external support is available right now? The muse, generosity, and naivety, inspiration. But what I see also in that is generosity. There are people around you just waiting for you to ask them. There are people around you who know and are just waiting for you to ask them. Because we know, standing on the outside of it, that until you make that decision, nothing we do can help you. You'll just go back. But they're waiting. And it is the naivety that is keeping you from seeing that they are. It is the trauma programming, trauma conditioning that has you believing that you aren't worth it. You don't deserve it. That it'll have a cost. Why you tend to keep it trapped and keep you small. You keep moving. A message does very evolve itself sometimes. There is one black card in here that through the deck could look like it could flip around and it'll look like the other. Radical changes, taking control. This is a message from your higher self. I am a message from your higher self. Your future self sent me here to tell you that it is time, that you deserve it, that you have a life that wants to be lived, and that you were never supposed to be in it. But it has to change. That changes. Why the Morrigan is here. The Morrigan can give you the fierceness to take the step, and Medusa will give you the protection to take the step. You can get an amulet, symbol, either of them. Medusa is a very powerful symbol for the specific types of trauma survivors. So call on her. Use her energy. Summon their energy to help you find the courage to take the step. With hands ready to catch you. I believed as you might that that wouldn't happen for me, that this was just my fate. I wasn't worth anything more. There were people step of the way when I started making steps to help feed the next one, to help me grow, to provide me love when I couldn't love myself, and to show me how to move forward. I love you so hard. The Phoenix Gate has opened. Fire has claimed truth. The ashes have been witnessed. The wings are forming. What you carry forward from this gate is yours to nurture, protect, and grow. Transformation is rarely loud. It is often quiet choices repeated over time. You are allowed to move at the pace your truth requires. Thank you for crossing this threshold with kindness. If this reading spoke to your journey, you are invited to share what resonates in the comments. I'd love to have the opportunity. Until the next gate.